Hello friends, and welcome to a journal flip through. I've finally finished this journal insert and I've kind of been trying to figure out what kind of journal this is because it has a bit of everything in it, including my reading spreads, travel spreads, memory keeping spreads, daily journaling, art journaling. So I've decided this is just my everything journal. So I have one journal for everything, and I'm going to be showing you all the spreads inside and talking you through everything. So if you enjoy, then make sure to like and subscribe, and there are plenty of other similar videos on my channel. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. And then we'll also be setting up my new journal, which is always a fun and exciting task to do. So yeah, let's just get started. So I ended up using this really pretty like metallic fairy sticker for the front cover, and I'm so happy that I did because I really like this sticker. And I used a similar one on my last journal as well, but that one was more of an autumn one. So this one I went for more of a spring theme. So I started with decorating the front cover, which has a very cringe photo of myself, but I just added it in because I thought it was funny, and it's kind of like the journal is my child. I'm just covering up my face because my camera likes to focus on it and then it makes everything really bright, so that is why. I really like all the pink tones, and it was Valentine's soon when I did this, so this was the 3rd of February, so that is why I went for a very pink theme. This was just kind of like a daily journaling session because I really wanted to use this and this in my journal. So I continued the Valentine's theme and made a really nice pink spread. This was one of my first reading spreads in this journal, and of course it had to be Onyx Storm because I read this at the start of the year. And these dragon stickers were perfect, and luckily my pen pal sent me some like 4th wing washi tape, which ended up being so perfect for this spread, so I was very excited to make this one. Here we have like 2 separate spreads. So this one was all about a little coffee date that I had with my friend, and then this one is kind of like a junk journaling spread with a added Polaroid because me and my best friend met the one and only Tom Nook from Animal Crossing because we went to the aquarium event, and it meant that I got to collect all these cute stamps too, which was super fun. And then I ended up cutting out a bunch of the different ephemeras from the leaflets because they had loads that they were giving out for free, so of course I had to take them all. And we basically went up for my friend's birthday, so I also added some cute pictures of us. This was actual Valentine's Day, so this is why again we are back with the pink theme, and we have Ralph here looking at my dinner. So I thought it was a really funny picture, so I added it. He's there just kind of creeping in the background. This was a little day trip that we took, and we went on a little hike, so that's why I used all these green things. I used lots of pet tapes and cute memos, and I really do love just making like a green theme. It is kind of my go-to, and it's one that I always really enjoy making. We have another reading spread. This time we've got like 2 separate ones, but because they were part of the same series, it made sense to add them together. So we've got the Ever King and the Ever Queen, and I used a ton of like gothic stationaries, which turned out really cute and totally reflects what the book was like. So where possible, I do try and match to the story, but it's not always possible. Oh no, I've lost the letter. This one is again 2 reading spreads, but these ones are romance, which is why they are very pink compared to the gothic. And I read The Love Hypothesis and Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, so again I went with just a whole bunch of pink things to match the romance genre. It seems that some of these stickers don't want to stay down. I also did a whole video of cozy reading where I journaled about these with a lovely rain ambience. So if you want to watch that as well, you should definitely check that one out. This one was kind of like a travel journal spread. This spread I actually did whilst I was away, and it was really fun to just kind of try and use all the things that I had in my journal that I'd kind of forgotten about, like in the little pack at the back. So I had a very limited amount of things to use for this one. And then when I got back, I did the actual journaling. So this is part of the spread, and then I decided I wanted to do another spread and add some pictures of us all, and then added lots of cute little, I guess, cottagey stickers because we were in the Peak District, which has lots of really small cute villages in, so it just made sense. This is my spring TBR, and I love this spread mainly because of this sticker. If you watch my channel, you know how much I bang on about this sticker and how much I'm obsessed with it. But yeah, all of this is just so cute together, and I really like all the gingham, and there's just something really satisfying about adding these tiny little book covers, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, I have read all of these except for these because I ended up DNFing this, so I didn't end up reading the second one, but I did read some other books instead. But yeah, this sticker is just stunning. And it is from Journal Say. I do have an affiliate code. I use so many things from Journal Say, like all of these stickers basically. Most things in my journal, like these stickers are from Journal Say. These are. So I will link this sticker pack down below. So if you want to get this really cute window sticker, you can. And obviously it is an affiliate code, so I do make a small commission. This was a little spread that I made because I wanted to kind of plan out some of the things that I wanted to do in spring. So of course the theme had to reflect that. But I just really like how this is all like really nice pastel-y green, and I think the green ink works really well with that too. And this washi tape is also from Journal Say. This spread is, I guess, 2 spreads in one. So here I just kind of wanted to add some photos that I'd taken recently, and I just kind of did them on a collage background. And then this was just some daily journaling too. This was a really fun one because it was when YouTube sent me my own little personalized YouTube varsity jacket, so that was really fun. So I felt like I needed to add that in there because it was quite a momentous moment for me. Again, I'm just covering my face because my camera will have a meltdown, not because I'm actually bothered about you seeing me. This is another reading spread, and I really enjoyed this book. So I did buy this washi tape specifically for it because it's all about diving and swimming, so it just made sense to have this really fun like pull tape. And yeah, it's just so much fun, this spread, and I feel like it really reflects the book very well. I just feel like if I make the spread feel like the book, when I come back and like read about it, it kind of just like reminds me of everything that happened in the story, because I can quite often forget everything that happened. Here we have 2 separate spreads. This one I made a cute Easter cake, so I wanted to document that because I will just document anything in my journal. And then this one was to document me running because I've recently become somebody that goes running, which I never ever did before, so it was kind of a little achievement for me. So again, I felt like I wanted to just commemorate that. We have 2 more spreads again. These are kind of like memory keeping ones. One's from Mother's Day and going shopping with my friend. These big rose stickers are also from Journal Say. Here we have 2 more separate spreads. So this one was a little coffee date that I went on. And then this journal spread was just something I really wanted to do. I really wanted to try like printing with botanicals. And then I did kind of like an arty background where I just collaged a bunch of stuff and added some like little gold foiling bits with some ink that I had. And yeah, this one was just a lot of fun to make, if I'm being honest. So these were from my garden, and yeah, just like adding little extra things like that. Here we have another reading spread. I really like these huge letters. They're so fun. And like these stickers, these are all from Journal Save too. I will try and link as much as I can down below, but I feel like the description will only let me link a certain amount of things, so I will try my best, okay? This was the third book in this series that you saw previously in my journal, the other like gothic one. So this book was my favourite out of the three, and I felt like it deserved a full spread. So yeah, I was really happy to make this. Here we have another reading spread, and this sticker came in the same pack as the other big sticker I was talking about. So you don't just get one sticker, you get a whole bunch of different designs. And I just feel like they're so cute for my fantasy reading spreads, which is why I like using them so much. But yeah, I really enjoyed reading this book. And then this was the second one in the series. So again, I used another one of these window stickers because they come in a bunch of different colours, and of course I have them all. And then you probably see me use these letters quite a lot too. They are also from Journal Say. But I just find creating fantasy spreads so fun. This is a little spread about going for a walk, and I just wanted to use loads of like nature and botanical stationeries. So I had like this vintage paper and then a bunch of these butterfly stickers. These ones are actually from my Patreon rewards, so I decided to use those and then add some of these cute little fairies. This was some journaling about when I met my pen pal. She came over and we did some journaling together, so I just did a spread to kind of remember it by, and I added loads of like book theme things, and I really like this washi tape, which is from BGM. And yeah, I added a little Polaroid picture too. This spread was about a day trip to York, and York is known for like Harry Potter and all things spooky. So I added this little witch sticker, which I had been hoarding for a very long time. And then I added all these bookshop stickers too, because there's lots of bookshops there. And then this was my first picture that I added with my new photo printer. And I was meant to come back and add something here, but I just haven't. So I'm not really sure what to put in there. So if anyone has any ideas, please let me know. This journal spread is a travel one, and it's all about my trip to Chatsworth for the day, which is where Pride and Prejudice is filmed. And I really like this spread. This was my birthday, so it's kind of like a double spread because there's this one and then there's also this one, which is kind of to commemorate the day. I added some more pictures, lots of cute little stickers too. And then I really like that my new photo printer has this like collage thing, so I can add a bunch of pictures without having to take up like loads of room. So I really enjoy doing that. And there's my donut with my candle in the middle. Because I didn't have a birthday cake, I got a tray of donuts instead, because I'm more of a donut person. This spread is so cute because yellow is my favorite color, so I'm very happy with this one, how yellow it is. But I use this sticker sheet which I'd been hoarding for a while. It's very like spring. I love all the sunflowers, so this was just to remember a day that I had with some friends, so it was a lot of fun. This spread is to document my garden, and I actually have used lots of real pressed flowers. Most of these are from my pen pals that had made like these stickers out of them. And then this is one that I made, but the rest are from them because I'd been waiting to use them for a while, and this spread was the one that made sense. Here we have another romance reading spread for first time caller. This one is really fun actually. I really like it. It's very cute and like girly, and yeah, it just brings me a lot of joy when I look at it. And of course it very much reminds me of the book too. And then for the final spread, I decided to add a picture of me and my grandma, and then I just kind of decorated it around the edge. And those are all the spreads in my filled up journal. I just love looking through a completed journal. There's just so many lovely memories and lots of things that you kind of forgot that happened. And it also means that you get to see all of the stationery that you have used too. So yeah, now we get to set up my brand new journal insert, which means we also need to get a new sticker to stick on the front. So yeah, I'm excited to start using my new one, which should hopefully take me through the summer. Voiceover Lizzie here, and we're going to be setting up my brand new journal insert ready for summer. So I decided to use this big sticker, which I had been hoarding for a very long time. So I decided to use it on the cover of this journal because of the sun, so it kind of reminded me of the summertime. And I just really like the artwork on this one, so I tend to just put one big sticker onto the front, just kind of as a little bit of decoration, rather than adding lots of different things on the cover, because I could technically decorate the entire cover, but I've just never done that. I tend to decorate the inside of the insert first, and then it's a really good way for me to just use up some of my vinyl stickers that I've had for a long time. So I try and use them on all of the covers, on the inside, on the back and the front, just to make use of them. So they're not just sat on my shelf. So I use this cat, which I thought was really cute, and it really reminded me of Ralph. So I was very happy to get this one used up. So I do also try and decorate the front cover of the insert. When I say front cover, I mean like the first actual page of the journal. I always try and decorate it along with the season that it is going to take me through. So this journal will be taking me through summertime, I'm assuming. So that is why I'm going for a bit of a yellow theme. And I'm using this like sunflowery, well, I guess it's not sunflowers, but it's yellow flowers, and I'm using that because it feels very summery, and yellow just reminds me of the summertime, and it's also my favourite colour, so it seemed very fitting. I tend to just use lots of different scraps, a few memos, and then I tend to not really have a plan. I just kind of go for it and see what kind of works. In the grand scheme of things, I guess I don't really look at this page too often in my journal because I tend to just skip straight to the page that I was last at, so I'm ready for my next journal spread that I'm going to make. The yellow paper is from Sostrine Green, and then all the different memos, I have no idea where they're from because they are just kind of in my box of memos that I keep around me whenever I'm journaling or doing collaging. And then I recently got these new stamps from Notebook Therapy, and they're all kind of like journal themed. I thought they were really cute, so I had to buy them. And I'm just using some of them on the front cover, all of the ones that have like journal related things, just to add a little bit more decoration into the spread. I also really like it because it also has the journal that looks just like my journal. So I also have like a big cover for this journal, but I don't tend to keep it on all the time because I will always take it out of the journal like cover. I've got like a leather one, so I tend to keep that off unless I'm actually traveling with my journal, and then I'll put my current insert inside of that. But because I just have so many filled inserts, I cannot keep them all inside my journal cover, and it just seems silly to get a new cover just for the sake of keeping my journal inserts in them. I decided to continue the theme of adding a Polaroid picture of myself on the front cover. And then I also added the date because I also always like to have a reference as to when I started this journal. not for any particular reason, but I just like to be able to have kind of like a document of that, so I know when these journals have taken me through, like what period of time in the year and how long it's taken me to fill them. So I'm very happy with this very summery yellow spread. I think it looks very, very cute. So if you have enjoyed watching me make this journal insert and enjoyed looking through my last one, then you should definitely subscribe so that you see all of my journaling content in the future. And hopefully I will be able to fill lots more of these with you guys. And I would also love to hear how your journal is going and if you have nearly filled it up. So hopefully I will see you guys in the next one.